Hello, it's Layefa. How are you? So in this video, I want to talk about reality versus expectation when it comes to our natural hair. I'm protective styling at the minute. When I decided to become natural, I was watching, obviously, like most people, a lot of natural hair YouTubers, vloggers, and I was just so mesmerized at how they would style their hair, the twist out, the braid outs, the updos. Naturally, I started transitioning, and I do have a video somewhere. I'll link it in the eye or the description box on my whole transitioning story. At the time of transitioning and when I was watching all these YouTubers, my favorite ones was Alicia James, Ambrosia, who at the time was called X Golden something, like Ambrosia Melbra was not her YouTube name. Now the thing is, their hair is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I've come to realize is I was lusting over their hair texture, even though I had a vague idea, like remembered slightly, oh, it didn't have that sort of curl pattern that they had, but I was really sort of longing and hoping that my hair would be like theirs. And their hair is still very textured, but it wasn't my texture. All the things that they would do with their hair, when it came to my time, I wouldn't have those same results. Almost similar to mine, but not quite. It's not a 4C type hair, and because of that, as my hair started to grow very quickly, I became a little bit discouraged. My texture is not like hers. My hair's never gonna do what hers can do. It might look similar, it won't be the same. And now I've come to the point where, because it is literally a journey, I can appreciate that. But for a long time there was very little to none representation. And then there's nappy foo, but then again, like, even though I would follow these girls who pretty much have my texture, I never really followed them and grasped what I should have, because maybe because the results they got were not the results I desired, even though the results they got were the results I would have got should I had tried them, because they have the same hair type as mine. So then I came across Julesy, and she was making natural hair videos, and then she had this video called Wash and No, and not achieving that wash and go that all the, you know, the naturalistas go for. And it's like, actually, I can totally relate to this. I can connect with it. When people watch my videos, people who have my hair texture, and will understand that should they try something that I've tried, they will get a very similar result, if not the same result, because we have the same hair texture. You have to come at peace with yourself that this is the hair that God has given you. This is the hair that God has put on your head. You have to love it, because despite what you may feel are the odds of your hair type, it's actually an advantage. There are many things that you can do with your natural hair that other people can't. Yes, there's this misconception that if your hair is like 4C, it's really strong. No, it's actually, as I've grown to learn, it's actually very fragile. Versatile, but still very fragile, because of the way it coils. It can snap at any point from any form of manipulation. It's just very, very versatile, because you can do a lot with it. I've seen women of my hair type achieve wash and goes, and I have tried wash and goes in the past, but short, I have just spent about 2 weeks experimenting with a wash and go. Is it actually possible on my hair type? You can actually see I have coils. It's not really a wash and go the way I would like to, and I've come at peace with that. I expected so much from my hair. I expected a lot of things that my hair doesn't do and it won't do. Yeah, so I could try and achieve a wash and go if I wanted to, but my roots would just start to retract and revert back. And I know there are ways and techniques, but you just kind of want to keep it simple. And I've accepted that my hair will take up all the moisture and it will just start to shrink, and it doesn't matter how long it is, it can shrink literally up to that high. And I've come to accept that, but that's also part of its advantage. And I'm still learning. I bought a book recently, Science of Black Hair book recently. I haven't started reading it, but I'm hoping to take some knowledge from that and hopefully implement some of the things that I learn into my hair care routine if I'm not already doing them. I'll let you know how that goes once I start reading it. It's just on the shelf of list of things to read at the minute. 4C hair does grow. The longer it grows, the harder it is to maintain. Let's be real, because the longer it gets, the easier for it is to tangle, because there's more of it to shrink when it gets washed. And with knowing that, I started blow drying my hair more because it's less likely to get tangled up that way. I'm really happy with protective styles that involve like braids or twists, because I think there's something about it's just so beautiful. And not only that, it's part of the culture as well. I've learned that my hair thrives in protective styles. It loves these styles whereby I'm not manipulating it and combing and curling and all that craziness. I've also learned that 4C hair actually thrives in locks, almost like that's the way the hair is supposed to be. These are some of the things that I've learned. I've come to accept that there are certain things that hair will not do because of the type of hair it is. It won't get that loose curl naturally. I'm not going to do a wash and go because that's absolutely nuts for me. But if I wanted to achieve a spiral curl, I can achieve that. It might need to use some curling rods. It might take me a while, but I could achieve it if I wanted to. I've come to accept that my hair is fluffy and it's flowy and it's soft and it's beautiful and it's glorious. I've also learned that a messy bun for me is not necessarily the same as a messy bun for the next gal who doesn't have my hair type, because she might do a messy bun and her frizz will just look cute, right? I do a messy bun and just leave my frizz, I still look like a hot mess. I still look like my peppercorns are showing through and I still look like something needs to be done. So my messy bun still involves like a slickness. The only part of the hair that could be messy is the bun. Like, doing a messy style isn't necessarily a messy style when you've got my hair type. I've tried to have messy styles and like people treat me differently unless I'm going for a certain look and my fashion and my makeup represents that, then fine. But if I don't have any makeup on and my hair is in this so-called messy style, I just look like a mess. Whereas if I had a looser texture, I would still be approached better, if that makes sense, to how I get approached when my hair is messy. Anyway, I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. What are some of the things that you've learned? Like, it's been a real acceptance, like a real like, and not just saying it for saying its sake, but like really meaning like, no, I love my hair, the things that it can do, the things that I've wanted it to do and it not being able to do, I've accepted it and been grateful, like, okay, God, okay, that's cool, that it's just not for me, it's fine, and that's cool. You know, I've really come to appreciate my hair for what it is. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts. Comment below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. If you've made it to the end and you haven't subscribed, don't be rude, hit that subscribe button. Also, while you're at it, hit the notification bell so that you are notified every time your girl posts a new video. You be the first to know. Until my next video, think smart, work hard, make it happen. Bye. Especially if you are, especially if you have, oh my gosh, I put something in my eye. I can't have something in my eye, right? Oh, this is why I don't wear fake eyelashes, because if something gets in my eye, I just can't. Okay, we're gonna have to roll. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. Not today. Okay? Not today, not now. Afterwards. Oh, stop it.